pull that back up.
My text.
You want to keep doing that?
Probably. This one's like, I could tighten this one, and then once I got it on, I couldn't tighten it, so Kayla had to tighten this one. And I just don't know if she did a good job. I keep seeing stuff on the internet about, it's probably one of those, it's like a bunch of different pages, but it's probably like the same dude that runs all of them. But I saw a whole bunch of stuff like people are pissed because I guess like the script to The Simpsons got leaked or something, and like Marge dies. I'm like,
I guess they got to come up with something after 30 years of being on air.
yeah, I mean, she's gonna come back next episode.
Yeah, right. Psych. Stem cell, or
Yeah,
it was her evil twin sister the whole time. She's really alive.
it's alive. I did something for you. Just something you had asked about. So I was like, yeah, I'll do it here.
Man, I can tell you what well, I can tell you because I wrote it down. I wrote down a dream for the first time, so that'll be cool.
How do you like me now? I gotta turn this down. A good one or like?
It's bizarre. It has to do with the podcast.
How bizarre. How bizarre. Huh. I had a weird dream. It wasn't even weird. Maybe later. We'll get into it.
Okay.
And that's that. What did I even?
Bell butt fat. Oh,
Yeah.
I like that. That's pretty good. Saw them hoes cheating on me with Andy and Brittany. Your dog's on hoes. I love them. Well, Jolene was, I guess, at one point when she was on the street.
Yeah.
You know, you got to feel.
Or she was a victim.
That's probably more likely what happened. And she's brown. Okay.
Yeah. So she got like part Dane in her or something. So
Is that his name?
Oh, well, that Dane? No, it's Bane.
See what I did there.
I don't see what you did there. What'd you do there?
He said part Dane in her, and I said, was that his name?
Okay. And beep.
Welcome to episode 73 of the Poor Choices 4th of July special. That's what your sentence says. It doesn't really flow very well.
I didn't read it. I just sent it to you.
Welcome to the 4th of July special, everybody. Episode 73 of the Poor Choices show, where the only thing more explosive than the fireworks is my last family argument about politics.
Oh, I ran.
And I make poor choices. Subscribe. That was good. Oh, I ran. And I ran.
And I ran.
I run from B-12 bombers. No, 32s. I don't know.
Say that again.
B-32s.
You know who sings that song?
B-52? Oh, wait, which one? I ran?
That's Love Shack. Yeah, that. And I ran.
So far away. I don't know. I just think of Vice City when I...
I was just going to say, that's the second week in a row that we've hit a Vice City well, I don't know if last week's was a Vice City reference. That's just what it made me think of.
I'm in Holly Hill Harbor in Adam James' basement playing that game every time I think of it on PS2.
It's Flock of Seagulls.
WAKA?
Flock of Seagulls?
Flame?
WAKA.
Yeah, boy. Oh, no, that's Flava Flav. WAKA, Flocka,
See,
Flava
I've been
Flav.
talking about getting old and like my memories going and like my wits going.
Yeah, man. You ain't kidding.
I had like a, oh man, see, I don't even know the word. Like a glimpse of wit resurgence the other day, and I was kind of proud of it. Shankle had posted something, I think it was after Iran struck back, and he was like something about the sun, playing with the sun or summoning the sun, or basically something about us like raining terror on them. And I was like, they're about to be named to I-SHOULDA-RAN. And I was proud of that.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Ran.
I should have ran instead of I ran. Yeah. Yeah.
So 4th of July special.
Yeah.
Happy
so
Freedom
special.
Day.
Is it?
Well, technically not today, but in 2
so
days.
we like lined up so almost perfectly because it's episode 73, which would be 7/3, like July 3rd. But this is coming out on the 2nd, so that would have been cool if it was 72. But then if it was 74, it would have been cool because it's the 4th of July.
I just can't believe our 100th episode is going to be on New Year's Eve. That's wild.
Yeah. Did you have plans, like, for the episode?
No.
Or ideas? Oh, okay. We're just going to say
I'll let
Happy
you know
New Year, and then
December
it's just going to be
30th.
us being retarded again?
No, we'll figure something out. I mean, that'll have to be some kind of craziness. Like maybe we even live stream it somehow and dress up in suits and champagne and streamers and balloons and this and
what was it? Was it last New Year's that you did a suit and I did a rope
on it?
Was that for New Year's?
Did I do
what else would we have done that?
Yeah,
you wore a suit and I wore a birthday suit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, speaking of America, how about a question?
Okay.
Would you suck off Osama bin Laden to completion on September 10th if it meant that September 11th wouldn't happen?
Yeah.
That's a true patriot.
I hope you heard the reluctancy in my voice when I answered that.
Yeah, but you know what? It's not how you said it, it's what you said.
Yeah.
And that makes you a true American.
I gladly stand up next to you. Defender still
stand
today.
Up.
No. Different routes there, but different avenues there.
I saw that somewhere and I was like, oh, that's a good question. And then like after I wrote it down, I saw it like 3 more times and I was like, oh, this must be like a thing going around. And they asked this one dude and he was like, well, that's a tough question for me because my dad was like in the towers or something like that. And I was like, oh. So he was like, yeah, I'd do it.
Or was he like, but I didn't really like my dad, so, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. He said he'd do it, but the people asking him were very like, is this motherfucker about to say no?
Yeah. No, I think that's most of America would say that. I would hope.
Okay. Well, what was the most America moment in your life?
America, freedom, bald eagles, beer.
You ever catch one?
Bald eagles? No.
Yeah.
No. Most
battle
American
it with your Pidgeotto and then, you know.
It's like doing a burnout and going like 0 to 100 and 5.0 full freedom, no catalytic converter, full bald eagleness straight down the middle of the highway. Fucking America.
What was on the radio?
Ooh. Independence Day by Martina McBride.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Or Enter Sandman, Metallica.
What's American about that?
Fucking. Yeah. Or anything Leonard Skinner, really. Or the Eagles, or.
Okay. Fuck the Eagles.
Yeah, I don't really know if I have I think you would have a better idea or quicker answer, just because of military service. I think would definitely.
I don't know. Deployed.
Yeah. Just American. I don't know. Probably February. Maybe don't give my full birthday. Social is blood types this.
Someone's going to be someone working at Hopkins is going to listen to us and be like, let me go check these records real quick.
He's from Iran. I'm going to get a knock real quick.
And I run.
Yeah, I run from ice away. Yeah, it was no good.
Yeah. Okay. So just 0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah, I just think letting the bald eagles,
Okay, there you go, Eric.
just letting the bald eagles fly. Maybe some Toby Keith, or you know.
Okay, I got one more question for you.
Sure.
How's the pressure of a sneeze measured? Like, what's the method of measuring it, and what's the unit of measurement?
The unit is here it comes.
But what's like the force? Like,
cum.
Is it like PSI? Cum? No, because cum's measured a different way too, right?
I guess PSI.
Yeah.
Pressure.
Okay. And then how do you think they measure it? You just put on one of those like little like CPR masks and
Yeah, like heart rate and like
what's your heart rate? What's your heart rate have to do with it?
because you feel that sneeze build, so you start doing that like and your heart starts racing, and then bam.
That's got nothing to do with the pressure of the sneeze. Like if they're like, we want to see how hard you sneeze, what do they do to measure the force of it? I don't think it has anything to do with your heart rate.
Length of projectile saliva,
like times width.
Like so, like they put you like next to one of those like checkered boards that's right there that can kind of measure velocity. That's the word.
Okay.
And then you sneeze in a room that's really well lit. So when the camera, the high speed, I almost sneezed. Where'd you go?
Are you there? Bro, I've been here the whole time.
That was so weird that I felt a sneeze build because we're talking about it. I can understand a yawn. You talk about yawning, you yawn. So really high lit room, high speed camera with the velocity there, and then you sneeze, and then it measures how quickly and how far the farthest droplet goes.
Okay. Is that force though? Or is that just distance?
It's the speed, the velocity of it. So it'll both. So distance and speed.
Okay. So say it is measured PSI. Do you think the force of a sneeze or a fart would be higher?
Depends. Because there are both high velocity and low velocity sneezes and farts. So,
right.
Because you've had some sneezes that are just kind of like, you have others where your whole like throat's coming out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Farts.
Now,
I told you, I almost lifted off the toilet that other, you know. Like
so
that.
you can have a sneeze that like leaves you with a headache, but have you ever farted and like your ass hurts?
No, I wouldn't say hurts.
If anything, it's like relief. Yeah.
Maybe it's for relief.
That's a 2 week in a row too.
Yeah. On that Maybelline kick. I don't know if they make that shit anymore.
Okay.
No, I never had a.
They don't make Maybelline?
Maybe. And I'm out. Have a good night.
Maybelline is a major cosmetics brand that manufactures a wide range of makeup and personal care products. Yeah, they're still a thing. They're still rocking.
Okay. All right. Well, if Maybelline's rocking, don't come
knocking.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Totes.
That's all the questions I got.
Okay. Well, I'll hit you. We'll stay in Freedom Land.
America.
And I actually have a 7-part blind rank for you. Second week in a row, I think, for blind rank, or did we skip a week? I can't remember.
No, I think that was, it was an episode title, remember?
Okay. Oh, yeah, you're right. David, rank these popular 4th of July foods without knowing what comes next.
Roger.
Number 1, watermelon.
6.
Ooh. Number 2, a grilled hot dog.
5.
Wow. Not a glizzy
4.
man, huh?
4.
Okay.
Go 4.
All right.
For me, Blazer.
Third is going to be baked beans.
7.
Number 4, getting into dessert here. Got some apple pie.
3.
Okay. 5th one on the list. Corn on the cob.
I guess 5. I'll get fucked.
Number 6, barbecue ribs.
Numero 1.
Yeah. And last but not least, number 7, potato salad.
I think I finished with another perfect list.
Ribs.
Tater salad.
Apple pie. Hot dogs.
Hot dog.
Corn.
Watermelon and baked beans.
Wow.
You did that last week too. And when I was listening to it, the second you did it, I was like, it's Owen Wilson.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's a pretty good list. I would have put, man, good dog. I think would have been my only up a little more for me, I think, but that's pretty good.
I'm not against them. I don't eat. I'm like, why am I going to substitute less of the better thing just to add something subpar?
Oh, a hot dog is not subpar.
it's subpar to barbecue ribs. Like, why am I going to eat less ribs to eat a hot dog instead of just eating more ribs?
What if you eat your ribs with your hot dog?
I don't know. That sounded very like Marilyn Manson-y.
What if you ripped off your rib meat and put it on your hot dog?
And put a hot dog in your mouth? That's still more substance that's being substituted. Like, I could just eat more ribs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Substantially substituted substances.
From Saskatchewan, right?
Is Saskatchewan a country?
It's a territory, or whatever they call it up there. A province?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, well, I'll give you a similar game. You hear
Try
that?
Try that again.
Oof. All right, well, I'll give you a similar game.
That cracked me up. Okay.
Are we good?
Mm-hmm.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
Are we good? Thanks. I was talking to our producer.
Mm. Oh, yeah, he's not here.
Who?
Our producer. I guess he's with you. I don't see him.
Well, we're in the same room. I see you right there. I don't know what the fuck's going on. If America was Hogwarts, what houses would these states be?
Okay.
Texas.
Gryffindor.
Why?
They're all about, a lot of like cowboys and protecting your family down there, and just very like not selfish,
selfless,
kind of wanting what's best for everyone, at least with the same beliefs, I guess, in a way.
Okay.
Plus they got big old hats and boots.
Do Gryffindors do that?
No, but they look cool.
Like, you added that like it was what was going to hammer away the point. You're like, plus they got hats and boots.
Oh, really? And what does that have to do with it? Nothing. They look pretty cool though.
How about Florida?
That's tough, but I think it would have to be Slytherin. One, because of the Everglades and all the boas. Two, because you really don't know what you're going to get. It's kind of a mixed bag, and literally anything can happen. Three,
I was thinking like Hufflepuff.
Nah.
Because everyone just from the outside just like points and laughs.
That's California. If California's on your list, Hufflepuff.
Okay. All right, next one's California.
For obvious reasons is Hufflepuff.
You want to expound upon that one?
Well, I'm going to go with the weed part first. Puff, California, Cali green. And the whole city of San Francisco. Need I say more? Yeah.
Is Hufflepuff gay?
I thought they just say that again.
Is Huff? Okay.
I'm saying they're more flaming than the Phoenix, man.
Do they believe in reincarnation?
Reinsertion?
Well, no, because if they're more flaming than a phoenix, are you like relating a phoenix to them?
No, just that a phoenix can catch on fire, but these guys are really on fire. Like a phoenix is like, hey, and they're like, hey.
I was going to say, because a phoenix is reborn from its ashes and they can't procreate.
From their asses.
Oh. Wait, is this shower thoughts or? All right, how about Alabama?
Ooh. I would probably have to go Slytherin.
Okay. Why?
Maybe not as
because
much
they're rule breakers, but it's only because they don't know the rules because they're so retarded.
Yeah, rule breakers, and we're the best. By we, I mean a lot of people in that state thinking that their race is the best. So kind of like pure blood wizard would think that they're the best.
So that's an interesting point, because they think they're the best. They think their race is the best, but they also think their football team's the best. But it wouldn't be if it only had the race that they think is the best.
Correct.
It's like you can't have your cake and
that's when that goes out the window. They don't care about that. If they can beat LSU, they're fine. Yeah.
Okay. How about Maryland?
Ravenclaw. Obvious.
Why?
Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah. Oops. All right. Well, I guess judging by your California logic, we know where you stand with Colorado.
Yeah. I was between them or Ravenclaw.
Because the colors of the Rockies?
You know, they got birds. I think every state has birds crazy. Get it fucking together. Oh, speaking of birds. Oh, man. So, you know, I have a like Orioles decal in the back of my car. It's like the O's logo, like the bird that's smiling but not smiling, like that logo. And talking, and person said, was that a duck? I was like, no, it's a bird. And they were like, oh, what kind of bird? And I was like, it's an Oriole. And then I went, wait a minute.
Ducks are birds.
Ducks are birds. And just kind of shut up after that.
Huh. But so he just kept going. Like you said, no, it's a bird. And he just went with what kind of bird?
She went with like, well, what kind of bird? I was like, it's an Oriole.
Huh.
I was like, oh, you're dumb. Like not you, but me.
Yeah. Well, the last one I have is New York.
Slytherin. The city. Ugh, what was that? The city. But like once you get out and go like upstate, Rochester, Syracuse, Lake Placid, all the way up in there, I would say that would be probably more Griffy.
Okay. It's all pretty liberal though. Does that have any influence?
I think so.
Okay. Also, every time I hear upstate, it still pisses me off. It's because like you think upstate and like I think of where dad lives, but apparently upstate is anything north of the city, which is like 98.3% of the state.
Okay, so basically
like
everyone
western
not in the
part
city
of fucking New York is north of the city.
Yeah.
So you're like, yeah, I'm upstate.
Well, I think when it's kind of that like I'm from New York, oh, what part? And then when you say upstate, you know that means they're not from New York City.
The city, yeah. Just say not the city.
But then people from New York City don't say they're from New York City. They say the Bronx or Queens.
Yeah.
Harlem.
Staten Island.
Mm-hmm,
yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm from upstate. Okay, well, that narrows it down to the entire fucking state. So.
Right. That narrows it down to 10,000 square miles. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Huh. Okay. Good job on your opinions.
Yeah. I mean, we'll stay in the realm of, we're talking about like states and regions and stuff. I have like a list of like regional differences on the 4th of July, like between like the Northeast and like the South and Midwest and like Southwest and West Coast.
Like what they do?
What they eat, like traditions and like food, how they vary and differ.
Are they very different?
So pick a region: Northeast, South, Midwest, Southwest, West Coast, Mountain West, Florida.
Those sound like college football conferences,
right? Because Florida's its own.
Let's go with the Big Ten.
So
no, just because I hate it. Yeah, we'll go with the Midwest. Not hate it, but hate that they call it the Midwest. Yeah. No, Maryland's not the.
They're in the Big Ten, dude. They've been in there for. Yeah.
I thought you were trying to say they were in the Midwest.
Mid-Atlantic.
They're in the South. Yeah, well,
technically South. They below that line. People listening.
What's the other? Not technical, but how else can you classify them?
Northeast.
Like No, you said technically they're the South, but
Mid-Atlantic.
No, instead of using technically, what would the other word be for saying they're somewhere else? Like literally.
Oh,
it's not a.
Oh yeah. Literally, they're in the South. By definition, they're in the South.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Midwest.
All right. So for food, we've got brats and beer, corn on the cob, potato salad, Jello salads, pork steaks, and coney dogs.
What's a pork steak? Just exactly what it sounds like.
I think so.
Okay.
Some traditions include.
There you go, Eric.
Some of their traditions include parades with tractors and high school bands, county fairs or community carnivals, lake days, jet skiing, tubing, pontoon parties, and fireworks at baseball games. That's the whole country. Bad list.
Okay. How about Florida?
I like it. Food, Cuban sandwiches, gator bites, key lime pie, grilled seafood, pina coladas, and mojitos.
Okay.
Got some traditions. Fireworks on the beach. Boat parades and yacht parties, alligator or swamp-themed events in the Everglades, and pool parties with club-level speakers.
Okay. What significance does the club-level speakers add?
Freedom.
That's just very oddly specific to include with pool parties.
Florida. And themed events in the Everglades.
Yeah. Got
Got some Mountain West, got some West Coast, got some Southwest, and South and Northeast.
Let's go with the West Coast.
Ooh, West Coast style. Tri-tip barbecue, grilled fish, avocado everything with vegan options, strawberry shortcake or red, white, blue cupcakes, kombucha, and craft beer on tap.
I feel like I've done all that here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ass
wasn't on there?
Well, what wasn't?
I said ass wasn't on there. Like they're gay, so they eat ass. That's all they. Yeah.
Pretty. How to speak San Franciscan vagina.
How to skin a guy in 10 days.
Ew. All right, so some traditions from the West Coast: beach bonfires, coastal fireworks, outdoor concerts, and food truck festivals, hiking and surfing before fireworks, chill, laid back potlucks, especially NorCal. Like a lot of these, people are doing across the country. Some of them, maybe not.
Yeah. Who wrote this list?
He goes by Chat.
Okay.
Chat GPT.
Chat. We'll call him Chat.
Chat. The name's
Chat.
Chat GPT.
All right, how about just some like highlights of some of the other ones?
Let's see.
Anything that like stands out?
Yeah, so the Mountain West, buffalo burgers, elk sausage or barbecue, Dutch oven cobbler. Sounds like me last night.
I was gonna say, that's what they called me in high school.
The Dutch oven cobbler?
No, elk sausage.
See, I was thinking of the Dutch oven cobbler. Like
the Dutch oven cobbler sounds like a super villain.
You perform a Dutch oven while fixing shoes.
The Dutch oven cobbler. Oh man!
So you could
he's going to be the villain in the next Batman movie.
That's definitely thumbnail worthy right there. A Dutch oven cobbler as a villain. So it's like a shoemaker who's Dutch.
Michael?
In an oven or whatever they do. They make shoes.
Is it Michael?
Shoes.
Michael Shoemaker?
Schumacher.
Who is that?
Like a director?
Why did I think he was like a NASCAR driver?
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Isn't he like F1?
Or an IndyCar driver? Is that? Let's see. Michael.
Wait, who am I thinking of?
I don't know what either of us are thinking of. Wow, I'm surprised I knew that. Yeah, he's a German former motorsports racing driver. That's what it says. You said something about a director?
Oh, yeah. There's also a guy named Michael Schumacher who's a director.
Yeah. What did he direct? Looks like Batman.
And he's German. Oh, wait.
Oh, that's Joel Schumacher.
Oh, no, it's the same guy.
What? The race car driver?
Yeah.
I got a Joel Schumacher who did Batman Forever, A Time to Kill, Phone Booth, The Lost Boys.
Joel Schumacher, okay.
Is that who you're thinking of?
Yeah, it's got to be. Lost Boys.
Okay. Now that I'm done laughing, what were you saying about being a shoemaker? You can't know?
Something. It's a tough profession, and I applaud those who do it.
Oh. What? How do we get from a Dutch oven cobbler to shoemakers?
How does anyone get there, man?
I don't think they do. That's why I'm asking how we did.
I'm just
here for the good time.
I'm really hungry for some dessert now after talking about these Dutch oven cobblers.
Anything else in the nation that sticks out? Not sexually or Statutorily?
Not with this nation. I have something with I don't know how to turn it into a game. I have like a when did these countries gain their independence, like worldwide, like how old and how new are some of these people who have finally gotten their independence?
I don't know. Maybe like a guess who got it first? And then like give me two and I'll like decide between the two.
Wow. Well, the oldest one is I'll say it's Oriental.
That's one way to put it.
And it's one of the two.
Okay. Am I guessing?
Sure.
I'll go with China.
It's Japan. Beat China by 400 years.
Who was the Ming Dynasty?
China.
Yeah, I never heard of any dynasty in Japan, so I went with China. Who did they declare independence from?
Japan?
Yeah.
From... Is it the Porch? No, that would have been way after.
Godzilla?
Mothra.
Did you say the Porch?
The Portuguese. But that was like way after.
They both did the Porch.
Japan declare independence in 600 BC.
BC?
Yeah. Japan date back to around, however, according to Japanese legend, Japan was founded in 600 BC by Emperor Jimmu, who is considered the first emperor of Japan and a direct descendant of the sun goddess Amaterasu. Therefore, in 600 BC, Japan was not declared independence from another entity, as its history is traditionally understood to have begun at this time. I see. So they didn't actually declare it from anybody.
Mm-hmm.
They just said, "We Japan now."
So then the answer is China?
I guess so.
Okay.
Let's go. The most recent is July 9th, 2011.
Who was that?
This is South Sudan.
From what? North Sudan?
I think just Sudan. Not like a coupe.
How many doors they got now?
Right. Azerbaijan? Moldova?
Like a Chevy Cordova? That's a sedan.
Turkmenistan? No, I hardly knew him.
What's her name? Turk?
Man, it's Stan.
It reminds me of Like Mike when Dirk Nowitzki goes to Calvin to get his autograph. And he's like, "Hey, man, could I get your autograph for my daughter? She's a huge fan." And he's like, "Yeah, sure. What's her name?" And he's like,
Dirk?
Dirk?
How do you remember that? I guess I do the same shit all the time. So
yeah,
that's how.
Me can't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, in my head on the toilet, it sounded like a good thing to do, but maybe we'll come back.
In my head, I see you. My cholesterol's down.
Lipitor?
No, just I don't know. Still fat, but that's down.
Well,
I was like, if this motherfucker tries to tell me that he didn't say I'm fat, he was like, "Well, I don't really care about that. I just want to make sure that your numbers are down." And I'm like, "All right, well, when do we have this Ozempic conversation, dude?"
Mm-hmm. All right, and can I get a AARP card while I'm here, please? Thank you very much. I'd like to save 15% on my next purchase. Are you guys doing anything for the 4th?
Not that I know of.
It's a Friday.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're gonna, how Zoe would do. Maybe take some earmuffs with her to go see fireworks somewhere. Or?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we've talked about it yet. It's been a while. It's never not busy, dude. I'm over it. Since I've gone, look things up.
You're over being busy?
Yeah.
Well, you got 17 more years
like
of it.
17 more years, and then
hopefully just 17.
Should be Gucci.
As long as you don't become an esports kid, you're good.
Speaking of, are we still getting the fucking silent treatment, or?
Yeah.
Just bullshit.
The time will come, young Padawan.
Yeah, that's what you said last week.
Well, I wasn't lying.
No, I'm just tired of hearing it.
Touche.
Yeah, how about like a ETA?
2025?
What's okay? So what are we waiting on? Last Supper?
Where we live in a barn?
You got your years wrong?
What you mean?
You said 2025.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
when
know
you'll
if you
find
were
out.
trying. Find out what?
Or that's when we can.
Oh, it is 2025 though.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get a more like refined?
I'll know when you know, man.
What, you got to get approval
Oh, yeah.
to talk about your life?
Yes.
That sounds like a Dutch oven of shit.
What about a cobbler?
No, I'd like a cobbler. I got some more jokes for you.
Okay.
So I guess try not to laugh, but don't try not to laugh.
Got it.
Try not to laugh at these jokes. Why are Asians so good at math?
Because they're... I don't know.
Because their dog can't eat their homework. Because they eat their dog.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Why did the Mexican cross the road?
To break into the U.S.?
He took the chicken's job.
Better. Getting better. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't Iran have Walmarts?
Because they're full of targets?
They only have targets.
Nice. Haha.
Good job. Good job. Yeah, anyone that says white men can't jump obviously hasn't seen the footage of 9/11.
I don't like that. But if I were to commit a certain act on a certain person, I don't have to worry about it.
Worry about what?
9/11.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's
Remember?
get started on that. Get started on that time machine.
Uh-huh. That's what I'd use it for. Go back in time and...
Hey, you seen Osama?
Hey, I'm here for that thing.
What do black people and Jewish people have in common?
I don't know.
Ashy grandparents.
Yeah.
What do you do when you finish a magazine at school?
Reload?
Reload. Good job.
Damn.
Did good.
Yeah, I figured it was going there. Yeah. I said reload like in a happy way. I was like, ooh, you reload?
Yeah.
And go outside?
You're like, oh, I've done that. I've done that. Why do people that live in Greece hate waking up at dawn?
I don't know.
Because dawn is tough on Greece.
That was really good. I like that. I just picture that duck covered in oil when you said that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And what do you say to a black person in a 3-piece suit?
Rest in peace.
Will a defendant please rise?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Happy 4th of July.
Take what I can get. Yeah. And they're independent now.
Okay.
Thanks to Abe. Right?
You say ape?
Abe?
Oh.
Did you say Abe Lincoln?
No. I said, hey, Blinken. Love it.
I'm still waiting for you to ask me what that's from.
Hey,
Didn't you write that in your notes?
You know what that's from?
If I had to guess, I would say
We've
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
That's a good guess. Now, who says it?
Robin Hood?
No, the black guy.
The man in the tights?
No, that's Robin Hood. Black guy.
Oh.
You know him.
Samuel L. Jackson.
No, but he is bald. He had his own show on Comedy Central.
Steve Harvey.
He had a Netflix special a year or two ago. He went dark for a while.
He ain't
Not
been dark his whole life?
Yeah. Dave Chappelle. Chappelle Show. Chappelle Show.
Speaking of Lincoln, have you heard all of the coincidences between Abe Lincoln and JFK?
Didn't we? Haven't we
You got to finish one of those sentences.
done this?
I've never heard of any of this before.
Maybe I've just heard of it. Okay. So yeah, I've heard of it.
Okay. Do you recall any of them?
Was it like Assassination Day?
There's I have like 20 things.
Both
that
got
are
shot in the back of the head.
Yeah.
They have the same birthday.
I'll read them to you.
Yeah.
So both of them were very concerned with civil rights.
Mm-hmm.
Both had wives who lost a child while in the White House.
Mm-hmm.
Both presidents were shot in the head on a Friday before a major holiday while they were seated next to their wives who were uninjured.
Mm-hmm.
Both were in the presence of another couple, and in each case, that man was also wounded by the assassin.
Mm-hmm.
After both assassinations, there were loud and instant claims that the fatal shot must have come from a different direction.
Sure. Yeah.
Each president in his 30s married a socially prominent 24-year-old who spoke French fluently. While in the White House, each president had a family of 3 children, and both lost a child through death. Both Lincoln and Kennedy were second children. Both had been boat captains, and both were related to a U.S. Senator, Attorney General, Ambassador to Great Britain, and the Mayor of Boston.
The fuck?
Each had been elected to Congress in the year 47. So one 1947, one 1847.
Mm-hmm.
And were vice presidential runner-ups in the year 56.
Mm-hmm.
Each was elected president in 60. Before each was elected, a sister died. Both had a friend named Billy Graham, and both knew an Adlai Stevenson. President Kennedy had a secretary named Miss Lincoln, and President Lincoln had a secretary named John Kennedy.
So that's wild.
The names Lincoln and Kennedy each contain 7 letters.
Yeah.
Both were succeeded by vice presidents named Johnson, Andrew Johnson, born in 1808, and Lyndon B. Johnson in 1908, both of whom had 13 letters in their name and 2 daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Both were assassinated by Southerners. Both assassins went by 3 names. Both assassins have 15 letters in their names. John Wilkes Booth was born in 1839. Lee Harvey Oswald was born in 1939. Lincoln was shot at a theater named Ford. John F. Kennedy was shot in a car named Lincoln by Ford. Booth shot Lincoln in a theater and fled to a warehouse. Oswald shot Kennedy from a warehouse and fled to a theater.
Mm-hmm.
Both assassins were in their turn assassinated by shooters who used a Colt revolver and fired only one fatal shot. Both assassins were killed a week before their trials. And a week before Lincoln was shot, he was in Monroe, Maryland. And a week before Kennedy was shot, he was with Marilyn Monroe.
That one's pretty good. Wow. That's some of them are like, okay, yeah, just kind of coincidence, but a lot of them are
like
kind of
how, why? Like that's
bizarre.
That was like a Mario just finished the level.
Well, shit, cover me in pudding and call me a Dutch oven cobbler, because that's pretty bizarre. Mm-hmm.
What kind of pudding?
Yorkshire.
That's a type of pudding?
Yorkshire pudding.
You thinking of tapioca?
Oh.
What the fuck is Yorkshire pudding? You looking that up?
Yeah. Classic English dish made from a simple batter of eggs, flour, and milk or water. It's a versatile side dish traditionally served with a roast dinner, particularly roast beef.
So they don't use Yorkshire Terriers when they make that? I grind them up and...
Oh, God. Well, I'll tell you about this quick dream I had last night or 2 nights ago. You, me are sitting at a desk at the ESPN head office talking to Chris Berman about our show and its success and how well it's doing. And he wanted to sign me to ESPN, but couldn't take both of us because you still had the rights to Poor Choices.
Okay.
So I had to decide between ESPN and Poor Choices.
Okay.
And I went to ESPN.
Yeah, I don't know. Why wouldn't you?
But it was just because it was like very like, you know, we wish we could bring you both on, but he still got the rights, you know, so we can't be having somebody over here who's still got the rights to this media title.
Yeah, you probably didn't get into all the technicalities in your dream. Let me look at the legalities.
Yeah, because in the background someone's doing Gangnam Style, and you know, and
whoop. Yeah. Are we allowed to say that on a 4th of July episode?
Open Gangnam Style?
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know. He's very Asian, right? Whoop.
What did the Japanese guy say when he was offered a beer?
Run is Godzilla.
Nagasaki.
Okay.
What did the gay Japanese guy say he liked? Ramen. I'm trying to come up with these on the top of my head, to be honest.
What did the yoga instructor say when one of his students asked him to go home with her?
Downward facing dog?
Namaste.
Yeah. See, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's really good. Like my Nagasaki.
You came up with that one?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I'm proud of you. I don't know if it would work because they'd be like, oh, no, we got sake, yeah.
Nagasaki.
Nah, guys, I've never heard a Japanese person say nah.
He's pretty cool. He's cool, dude.
Nah.
Same Steve.
Okay.
Steve Hirohito.
Steve the pirate. Arr.
I do have a story I can tell about.
About what?
I heard something. So, girl I'm talking to's daughter. So she found out that I don't like being called like bud or buddy.
How'd she find out? Personal experience?
No, just telling her.
Oh.
I was talking to her stepdad like on FaceTime.
He called you bud?
No, he's a prison guard. Like he's a guard at one of the prisons over there. I don't know. And he said like one of the inmates called him like bro and wasn't having it. He's like, man, I hate being called all that, like bro and buddy. I was like, man, I hate that too. And then she taught her daughter to call me buddy. It's the worst fucking thing in the world.
Did you say, I'm not your buddy guy?
I'm not your guy, buddy. I'm not your pal guy. Just a quick little. It was in my notes. So.
I like it. I like it. I really like it.
I know you would.
I'm going to convince her to keep doing that.
She don't need it. I'll tell you that much.
So you don't call people that stuff then either? No,
I'll say like man.
What did you used to call Dennis Wilkinson?
I mean, that was his name though. Like it's different. But I'll never like be like, hey, thanks, buddy, or thanks, bud. Like it's not even in my wheelhouse. Like I'll say man or sir.
Man. Come on, man.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Or here you go, sir.
Well, that's customer service. You're not going to say, here you go, buddy. What if you hand it to a kid? What do you say?
Yeah, I have sir and ma'am so ingrained in me. Like I'll be like, yes, ma'am,
so
I can help you down here. And it's like,
and you're handing them a Sprite. You'd be like, here you go, sir. You wouldn't be like, here you go, bud.
I've done it. Like I did it the other day with like she had to be like elementary school, maybe middle school. I was like, I can help you down here, ma'am.
And did she come up and go, I'm a sir?
Lit up a cigarette and like, give me 6. Give me 6 of them. 6 whatever.
Well, speaking of giving me things, give me a noun.
Dutch oven.
Give me an adjective.
Sticky.
Give me a place.
Ooh, Iran.
Give me a noun.
A sword.
Swad.
Swad.
Give me a verb, present tense.
Pissed.
That'd be pissing.
Oh.
Because it's
like present. I'm pissed?
Oh.
Annoyed. Is that present tense?
That would be an adjective.
Oh, yeah. Present tense verb.
Like pissing would be.
Yeah. Sneezing.
Okay. Give me a group of anything. Like, it could be like nargles or like, like straws or anything.
Could it be people?
Yeah, group of people. Like the Byzantine, whatever they were.
The Jackson 5.
That'll probably work.
Okay.
Oh, let me see. Fuck it.
Okay. All right.
Give me a fictional being. It can be a Harvey Specter. It can be fucking Goro from Mortal Kombat. It can be a dragon. It can be
Jesus.
Could be Jesus.
No. Let me do. I'm gonna go ahead and say Toucan Sam.
That works.
Okay. I like how you ask me, and then you have to make sure it. Yeah, that's acceptable.
Give me a abstract noun. That would be like chaos, like bad decisions or something like that.
A what noun?
Abstract noun.
A what noun now? Abstract.
See if I can get you like a definition. A noun denoting an idea, quality, or state rather than a concrete object. So like freedom.
Okay. Enslaved.
Give me another one.
Freedom.
It's kind of contradicting. Oh man. All right, this Mad Lib is called The Pledge of Allegiance.
Hold on. Oh, excuse me.
I thought you didn't sneeze.
Told you. It was in there from earlier.
Oof. That goes into a would you rather I have too that I forgot about. Also, bless you.
Bless you, child.
All right, you ready?
Uh-huh.
I pledge allegiance to the Dutch oven of the sticky states of Iran.
Excellent. We're off to a strong start here.
And to the sword for which it's sneezing, 1 Jackson 5, under Toucan Sam, with enslavement and freedom for all.
Under Toucan Sam.
Enslavement and freedom for all.
You know, it's kind of like choose your own adventure. You know, you can do whatever you want.
It's like those Goosebumps books that like, you ever read the ones that are
choose
like,
your own adventure.
Choose your own
adventure.
Go to this page for this. Go to this page for this.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, would you rather instantly lose all knowledge you've gained related to your current job or have 10 words wiped from your memory every time you sneeze?
Random words?
Yeah.
Random words.
Yeah?
Yeah. I could just chat GPT at the source if I'm like, oh, I don't even know what to say right now. Okay, I'll use that.
What if one of the words was chat GPT that was wiped?
Or like the.
Yeah. Or any of the like who, what, where,
like
when, why, how.
Yeah.
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 And that's every time you sneeze. It's 10 more words.
I guess I could relearn everything at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that now that you say that. That'd be dumb as hell. You're like, so Chris, what do you think about that?
What is think?
Right.
Would you rather need help getting dressed or never be able to drive or take public transit alone?
Help getting dressed. I mean, we're getting old. We're about to have that happen anyway, so I might as well start now.
That's true.
Oh, get my good pants, Betty. No, the good ones.
What happens when Betty dies?
I'll get a Betsy.
Ooh, I'm telling Betty. Okay. Dare I ask what you're drinking?
Tito's and limoncello LaCroix. I almost just went with water. I was like, I don't even know if I can drink tonight, but I did it.
Yeah, I should have, but I didn't. So this week, I'm drinking Midnight Muffin Blackberry.
Sounds racist.
Imperial Sour Imperial Sour Ale.
Derriere.
From Tampa Bay Brewing Company.
Oh, that's a cool can.
It is an Imperial Sour Ale with blackberry, vanilla, lactose, and cinnamon.
Ooh, that sounds right up my diagon.
I'll give it a 9.2.
Damn. You've been hitting some bangers.
Did you ever rate your Tito's and limoncello?
9.9.
Yeah. You mean 911? Somebody call 911.
You didn't like my diagon joke.
I did. I laughed inside. I was in Nocturne when you said it. I don't know. I'm here for you.
Well, this week, David, on my Ask Reddit, I have a very internal question that I came across, and I went, yeah, why is that? And that is drivers who creep forward at a red light. Why?
I thought I've asked you that before.
You may have, but now we have the public's answers.
Okay. I don't know.
Some will creep,
I asked
and then some will do like the stop and jerk for like a minute straight.
They're like, this light's been red pretty long.
The stop and jerk. So you know why I pulled you over? The stop and jerk. Yeah.
Yeah, you're giving me an opportunity.
So first answer, top of the board is I'm going to steal third. I was like, that's a pretty good answer.
Yeah. Okay. I like it.
My favorite is people who do this, but then when the light finally turns green, there's such a delay in them going. You wonder if they just passed away. Like they had a stroke and they're just like trying to.
Oh, yeah. R.I.P.
Let's Let's see. To see past the big fuck off pickup truck that's blocking the view of incoming traffic so I can make my right turn.
Okay. Well,
aren't you creeping closer to it?
So I think because the way the question was asked didn't imply that there's a car in front of you.
Yeah.
Well, no, I guess, no, that still makes sense either way.
This one says, in case the inductive loop sensors haven't picked me up. Yeah, it's damn, this light is long and there isn't even anyone coming from the other directions. Just change already. Maybe it doesn't know I'm here. Let me move a bit.
Yeah, I've done that.
Nope. That wasn't it.
Yeah, like when I'm at work, like I've been down in the lab recently.
I thought the sensors aren't in the lights anymore. They're underneath the pavement from what I've seen and saw. Like, it doesn't matter. But
maybe you're not. Well, it doesn't matter where they are. Maybe you're not on them yet. And you just got to go another inch for them to pick you up. I don't know. I'm not a architectural.
The bigger question is
infrastructuralist.
A lot of people saying the bigger question is why does it, when it actually turns green, you still sit there? There's sizzles in Sicily. For me, it's simply impatience and to trigger the traffic light sensor. Because I'm trying to see around the SUV, because I'm from Ontario and have grown up in a driving culture where about 50% of people do dumb things and the other 50% have to react in ways that make them look dumb. I can't read all that. Poop. Do not underestimate how many people need to poop.
Okay.
That's like come on, let's go. Gotta go. Like your body's just moving. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay. Guy behind me is too close. When you were here before, couldn't look you in the eye.
When you look me in the eyes.
I'm just edging the light.
Okay.
Anticipation makes the green feel closer.
On the whole.
And we'll end on this one. I'm sorry. I thought I lived in a free land.
That's one way to put it. I prefer, I'm sorry. I thought this was America.
Yeah, I'm sorry. David, insert Randy Marsh. I'm sorry. I thought this was America. I'm sorry. I thought this was America.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, what, officer? What? I'm sorry. I thought this was America.
It reminds me, I've been seeing a lot of these like AI generated videos. They're like, it's like 10, 15 second clips. Mm-hmm. One of them, unrelated, is it's called like something vlogs, and it's like these two gorillas like in the woods camping.
I've seen them.
Just like telling racist jokes.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of them. I mean, there's some, they're just like, and they'll like do AI voices of like celebrities or like certain like outdoors people, and they'll pretend to be them like doing one of their videos. Like, they're super funny.
Did you see the one? This was another one that just popped in my head. It's like an Indian dude at a doctor's office checking in. Did you see that one? He's like standing at the counter, and the like admin lady's like, "All right, and for ethnicity, are you 7-Eleven or 9/11?"
It's such a classic joke, and it'll never get old.
And then there was another one. It was like a cop pulled over this Indian chick or something, and he's like walking up to the car, and he's like, "Man, I just want to inform you that my body cam's on, so I'll be recording this interaction." And he's like, and looking at that dot on your head, I assume you're doing the same.
Yeah. Okay, I'll have to look those up because.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yes.
Well, this week my Ask Reddit is, what is the most American thing ever?
4th of July. Like celebrating 4th of July is pretty American. Oh, baseball. Flag. Just like patriotism. Guns. Hell yeah.
Okay. All right, well, while you stay out there in left field, let me read these to you.
Okay.
A McDonald's inside of a Walmart.
Hell yeah.
America. Mm-hmm. Speaking of left field, we went to that Rays Tigers game.
Oh, when Brittany and Andy
That's
were
what.
there?
Yeah, and it just, dude, it feels like you're at a charity game.
Yeah.
Just like watching professional teams in that stadium.
Yeah, I've watched a couple games on TV, and I'm like, is this college?
See, and they were showing the TV view on the board out there, and I'm like, they make it look like a normal stadium because like you only see the bottom of the wall.
As soon as they like there's a ball hit to the outfield.
Like
you're
pan
like,
out.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Bowie Bay Sox over here. Oh, Chesapeake Bay Sox. Excuse me.
I have the monster truck Gravedigger.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Bigfoot.
Mm-hmm.
Rural America, getting in your car to drive down to the driveway to go to your mailbox.
That's right.
I have free drink refills in restaurants.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I have gun racks on a pickup truck, ideally with some western scene of galloping horses in the desert painted on the back window.
For sure. Yep. Sun setting. Yep.
Got fried butter.
Hell yeah.
Got the intro to King of the Hill. This one made me like sad for our country.
Mm-hmm.
A 32-ounce medium-sized Coca-Cola. Like, what the fuck is a large?
Yeah. I get a liter of cola.
I have goatees and cargo shorts.
That sounds like this intro to a country song. I got goatees and cargo shorts. I got boots on, Corona in my hand.
That's what I should have done. Was I should have just country song this whole list.
Mm-hmm. You still can.
Mobility scooters.
Yeah. Okay.
Canned cheese.
Yeah. Canned everything.
I have winning gold medals and wars.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Child obesity.
Yep. Did that. I mean, I didn't, but
I did.
we did. Like America, I mean. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And I have school shootings.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. We could just go through the list of the fuck yeah song.
Things that are bad.
No, just things that are American.
I had one question.
Sure.
We were trying to figure this out when Dad was down. Because you know the whole Constitution and like Congress is the only one that has power to declare war and this and that and blah, 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 blah. Obviously, Trump didn't consult Congress. So what does it mean to declare war? Because like Trump's allowed to perform military acts and blah, 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 and other things.
Is it
boots
more
on the ground in
so
certain
you're not
situations.
declaring it where the other country, because of your actions, is declaring it?
I mean, anyone can declare it.
Like,
It just, from the way it reads and like everything, it says the president can do and can't do, but he can do in this time. Like, it seems like it just boils down to like Trump can't walk out and go, we're at war, without Congress saying that he
no,
can't.
we're not. Yeah.
Like, he can do all this other stuff.
I don't know. I think it has to do with that reaction of the other country. So, like, thinking of Pearl Harbor, for example, Japan bombs and destroys a bunch of our ships as like a warning of like, hey, we're doing this over here. Don't come over here. This is our sea. This is Pacific is ours. Don't be touching us. We could have then just been like, all right, well, I'm going to declare war against you, but these other countries over there, like Germany and Italy, and, you know, I don't need to worry about them. You're the only ones who did anything.
But what does it mean to declare war?
It means,
like, what do you do that declares war? You would think it's bombing them, but it's not.
You mobilize and you...
No, because he's allowed to do that too without declaring war. But Congress is the only one that can declare war, or the president needs their approval to declare war. So what does that mean?
I think that means a bunch of money gets spent that we don't have.
He's allowed to do that too, up to a certain amount of money.
Yeah. I think
declare war. I think it was Vietnam wasn't a war.
Yeah.
It was a conflict.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because unless war is declared, whatever the battle is a conflict.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought that was interesting.
It's all about that money.
Last question. If you could bomb one group of people, who would it be?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
That's not how you outro.
Oh.
But speaking of, did you see
the Pittsburgh Steelers on eSports Kids Day?
Did you see? There's a picture going around. It's like a Google Maps, and it's of the Cowboys stadium, and it says like, "Hey, Iran, just so you know, this is the White House."
You should.
I'm like,
instead of that, it should just be Jerry Jones's house. Like, hey, this is.
Yeah, well, he's got like 8 of them.
Yeah, I'm sure they're white.
Let me. Let me ask you again.
Yeah.
If you could bomb one group of people, who would it be?
Stinky, greasy, loser, and good for nothing esports kids.
I was going to ask you why, but I think you just said why. Because they're greasy, stinky, good for nothing. What are they good for?
Getting fucked up the ass because they're bitch ass punks.
Fuck them. Happy 4th.
Peace.
Them, not everybody that listens.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe bleep the part, but you know.
Did you notice I bleeped everything in this last one?
So far, no, there's a few that you didn't.
There should only be one, I think I heard.
No, like towards the beginning, it was like you bleeped, like I said something. I said like bitch or shit, and I repeated it a couple times, and like one of them you didn't bleep. I don't know.
Well, if whatever I used didn't pick it up, maybe YouTube won't pick it up. I just wanted to see if it helped, like marking it as like non. Yeah, well, I did it for the audio too, because I don't think YouTube asks, but the audio says like, does this contain explicit content? Mm-hmm. So I figured I'd give it the old college try.
I'm a college try and stop this.
Same.